A neck-in-neck governor's race and a contentious ballot proposal do not seem to be motivating Detroiters to get out and vote.
The countdown is on to November 8th, but not even absentee voting is helping the turnout in this election.
7 Action News reporter Brett Cass tells us why some Detroit voters say they don't plan to vote and what a local organization is doing about it.
Well, voting in the city of Detroit really has never been easier. Across the city, there are 20 drop boxes just like this where people can cast their ballots. Yet, the city clerk estimates that about 70% of Detroiters plan not to vote. And tonight, we spoke to voters to ask why. With just days until the election, voters are making their final decisions. And for the majority of Detroit residents, that decision is not to vote. Do you plan on voting in this election?
No, I don't. I don't believe this system is set up for our people, the minority.
Raven Archer from the West Side is certainly not alone. She knows many people who feel the same way and believes not voting sends a stronger message. You've never voted before?
No, I never voted. I just don't believe it's for us, and not voting is making a stand and stating how we feel also.
This week, Detroit City Clerk Janice Winfrey said turnout is expected to be between 28 and 33%, down roughly 10% since the last gubernatorial election, which was just the third gubernatorial election since 1970 that statewide turnout hit 50% or higher. We're looking at about 70% of people in the city of Detroit plan not to vote. I mean, what's your reaction to hearing that?
You know, it's really sad that we hear people not going to vote. The numbers are going to be lower. But we're going to believe in the power of the people. We need the people to believe in the power of themselves.
Michael Joseph is president of the Detroit Coalition of Black Trade Unionists, which is working with Liberty Temple Baptist Church on the West Side to drive Detroiters who need a ride to voting locations to register, get an absentee ballot, or turn in an absentee ballot this weekend.
We have enough fans to get people to the polls. Just give us a call. We'll come to your house, pick you up. We'll take you right back to your house when you finish doing your business.
But according to potential voters, bigger than the transportation barrier is the barrier of trust and a belief their vote doesn't count, a barrier Detroiters like Michael are still working to overcome. I just feel like no matter who you vote for, just things don't change, is what you're saying?
Yeah, there's no change, no accounted, so it's like there's no really point.
If Detroit had an 80-70% turnout, the election, the power of this state would go through Detroit. That's how powerful it is. Detroit matters. It matters.
And Clerk Janice Winfrey says about 83,000 ballots have been sent out to Detroit voters so far. And if you haven't turned yours in yet, you'll want to head to your nearest drop box by 8 p.m. on Election Day. On the west side of Detroit, I'm Brett Cass, 7 Action News.
Brett, thank you. Now to get one of the rides, call the Detroit Coalition of Black Trade Unionists at 517-293-4730. Pickups begin at 8:30 a.m. and end at 3:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.